type situation.
Yeah, definitely. I know that from listening to a lot of people talk about, you know, either the Columbine shooters or any other sort of like domestic or foreign terrorist attack. They usually, like, these people are very filled with resentment for whatever it is that they see as being the perpetrator of their downfall, right? You know, so like if you're in an Islamic Jihad, then it's America and the Western state. Or, you know, if you're a far right wing extremist, then it's like the government and its big atrocities against your personal freedoms and stuff like that. And so you always have a lot of resentment on the group that you're lashing out at. And it's usually, from what I've seen, misplaced resentment in the sense that it's a blame game, you know? It's just like a very dangerous version of the blame game. You know, we all play the blame game in our own lives. Like, oh, he was supposed to do X, Y, Z and put the dishes away or whatever. When really you could just put the dishes away. But when it gets to that level, like, well, that country's the reason that my country's shit. Yeah. So we're going to go fucking kill their people.
And it's not even just like religion or things like that or tribal groups. There's also, you know, some cases. The first thing that pops into mind, there was an involuntary celibate or an incel guy that went on a bit of a rampage in California, killed a couple people and then himself. And he did have a video manifesto. So his whole thing was just like, I got the nice car, I got the nice clothes, I'm going to the nice school, and still these women won't fuck with me. And he was just completely caught up in this idea that, you know, if I do X, Y, and Z, then I get the ladies instead. And it was just a failed mindset. Yeah. And you see how that small thing of involuntary celibacy was enough to drive this man to commit mass murder.
Yeah. And like you said, that wasn't even real atrocity against him. You know what I mean? That was just kind of like,
that's a failure to accept that you're the common denominator in that situation.
You know,
nobody came up and like chopped his dick off or something. Like he was just not an attractive guy. Yeah. Sorry.
The revenge angle is one that I see often, right? You know, it's like, but also what it seems to be to me and what I've seen is it's also like a cry for help. You know, it's a temper tantrum in a way. You know, I hate to call it that because that really kind of like
I don't think it diminishes it.
Right?
It's the same. It's the same effect.
A terrorist attack that's why this national bombing thing is so weird, right? It's like, why?
Well, yeah. What was the purpose?
What are you trying to? What do you want us to? What is it? Like, we see you now.
We're looking at you.
Like, what is it?
What do you want?
But a lot of them, that's why they have demands or manifestos or ideologies. It's like something. It's a way for you to garnish attention towards your cause, whether that be religious, political,
ideological,
personal, whatever. Yeah. Like everybody.
I want more pussy.
Yeah, right. Or
I really wanted pussy.
Everybody's bullying me, or nobody's taking action. Nobody's seeing these atrocities. I want people to pay attention, or whatever. You know.
And sometimes it is, you know, a mental health thing in the sense of like I look at Columbine, and Columbine was not like we want to send a message, or anything. It was like evil. It was violence. They said as much. You know, they didn't say like, well, we're trying to start a revolution or we're trying to punish these kids who are bullies. It was
just like
evil.
We want
to kill people,
violence.
just to spite civilization and
because there are sociopaths.
Yeah, you know, it was like the ultimate like edgelord thing where it was just like they didn't necessarily have a reason. Their reason was to shock and be violent.
Yeah, you know, very like serial killer vibe. You know, like in a sense of why does a serial killer kill 30 people and stuff? It's just they get off on that types of shit. You know, like negative energy is a very powerful energy just as much as like a positive energy is, and some people feed off that negative energy and stuff. It gives them life, you know.